Philadelphia is a charismatic city full of wild twists and turns, but it isn't the only city of secrets. From South Jersey to the PA suburbs and everything in between, you're guaranteed to find
good food, great art, and there's always time to update your will.
And in a city full of underdogs, you might just rescue your top dog.
But don't you worry, everything is just next door.
Hello and welcome to Just Next Door. I'm Nasir Dawkins.
And I'm Austin Pedalolo. We have a lot of traveling to do today, so let's jump into it.
We're heading down to Caesar's, also known as the oldest pizzeria in Bucks County. Located just outside of Philadelphia in the Bristol area, this family-oriented style pizzeria was founded in 1947 and is still a community favorite to this day. The Pedalolo family has been operating this establishment continuously over the past 70 years. Austin's uncle has currently taken over operations of the restaurant to keep the family legacy alive.
We head up north to Bucks County, where the home of the oldest tomato pie across the county resides in Bristol at a place called Caesar's Restaurant, though it is more than just a pizza place. What started out as just a tiny little pizza joint eventually turned into a full-fledged Italian restaurant inside a new building.
37 years ago, next Tuesday, the 29th, is when we started construction.
It all started in 1947 when a man by the name of John Pedalolo opened up shop.
Well, my father came out of service in 1947. He goes in partners with his brother-in-law. His brother-in-law was his older sister's husband.
Pedalolo would eventually hand the business off to his son Donnie, who has since run operations. The menu ranges from high-end Italian food to sandwiches.
We don't have a foo-foo menu. You know, our menu is a regular old-style menu, tomato pie, and our menu's wide.
The menu didn't change, however, when the pandemic hit.
We just started with takeout in the beginning because there was nothing in-house because the governor shut everything down. So we had to adjust with that. It was a little more work than we thought just because everything's takeout, but day by day. And then once we were able to get 25%, we just had to make sure that all our staff was up to code on everything as far as washing, rinsing, and sanitizing. Pretty much everything. The booths, you're talking about the handing out paper menus.
73 years after its opening, and the Pedalolo/Di Giuseppe family still congregates here every Friday night.
Fridays we would go there as a family. We would all gather there. We still do that now, even though my mom and dad have passed. Your grandparents have passed. I know. But we still get together there on Friday nights and have meals together and kind of still share in the restaurant business that my dad started in 1947.
No wonder they are known for their pizzas, steak sandwiches, and hoagies. I know who's going to be first in line tomorrow.
Italian does sound good right now, but we are a little too busy to go and grab some.
Well, if you don't feel like waiting, Pottstown is known for some of the finest food trucks. The alley on High Street is the place to be. This new alleyway eatery has food trucks, tables, and TVs for you and your friends to get together and catch the latest game. And for those chilly fall nights, the alley is the perfect place to cozy up by the fire pit. And if you're lucky enough, you might even catch a live band performing. Let's join Shelly at the alleyway now and see what's happening.
So what I like about the alley is that it's super cute, fun, trendy, it's rustic. So the first time I came here was for my birthday, and all my friends came and we played cornhole all night and we had some lovely food, and then we walked around town, and it was just a super fun experience.
My favorite thing about the alley is just the atmosphere, and they have really nice outside seating, and it's just a really good atmosphere. The staff's really nice and the food's always really good.
Super family friendly, and it's in a beautiful part of Pottstown on High Street. It's super fun to walk around late at night with friends and your family.
Wow, that pizza cone really caught my eye. It looks like a hit. I might just have to go to Pottstown and try one for myself. For now, I heard there is a good spot right here in Germantown that we could get a drink. Have you heard of it?
I haven't been there yet myself, but I have heard great reviews. This new place we're talking about is called Attic Brewing Company. Founded in 2010 by local Germantown residents, it was originally a startup business in an apartment attic. Today, it is a fully functioning operation known for their first drink from a brewing kit. They also pride themselves in homegrown natural recipes and sustainability. Besides their passion for great beers, they also strive to lessen their carbon footprint.
Not only do they have unique homemade recipes, but they are environmentally friendly by reusing materials in their tap room. Now to Caleb with more on what's brewing.
Attic Brewing Company is located in Germantown, Philadelphia. It is brand new to the city and has recently just opened on January 17th, 2020. They have a great variety of beers to pick from, and even some mixed drinks for those who do not like beer. It's a great place to come to and listen to some music, talk and socialize with friends and family while enjoying some delicious beer. Laura Lacey, who is the boss and manager of Attic Brewing Company, was nice enough to take me around the brewing company and show me the ins and outs of it.
We take the malt and put it through the mill,
including showing us how they process and make their beer so that everyone in the Philadelphia area can enjoy. What makes Attic Brewing Company so special is the limited amount of brewing companies in the Philadelphia area. They have created a social hub in the Philadelphia area for everyone to come relax and enjoy. Next time you want a beer in the Philadelphia area, make sure you stop by at Berkeley Street and visit Attic Brewing Company.
What amazing growth shown in this business. It truly is more than just the beers. I'll have to bring some of my pals there sometime. But for now, we're going to take a short break. After the break, we'll be back with some more ways you can connect with your community.
Vaping started off as a way to help you quit cigarettes, but now it has turned into a pandemic for high school and college students. The fruity flavors in these electronic cigarettes make it a very attractive option for younger people. With the high amounts of nicotine in these devices, it makes it very addictive for younger people. Just one of these devices is equivalent to a whole pack of cigarettes. Please, do yourself a favor and stop vaping.
You know you watch. You shouldn't be watching this, you should be watching Salle TV. Hey, watch Salle TV. You know you watch.
Man, Keegan is taking this You Know You Watch thing way too seriously.
You know you watch Salle TV.
Back to just next door. Many are unaware that there's a legal process you must go through after a loved one passes away. If your loved one completed a will or never completed one, you will find yourself at your local surrogate's office to find out the process of carrying out your loved one's wishes. We are heading to South Jersey, where Justin got to talk with Camden County Surrogate to learn more about this process.
This building is home to the Camden County Surrogate's Office. Many might not know what this office does. Surrogate Michelle Gentick-Mayer, who leads this department, explains the services.
We do probate, we do administrations, we do guardians for minors and incapacitated adults. We hold trust money for minors. We do weddings.
Surrogate Mayer has been in this position since 2016 and has seen firsthand what happens if your loved one had a will or didn't have one. She explains why it is important to have a will.
It's the gift of clarity. It's, God forbid something happened to you. You are having your wishes fulfilled because we believe that everyone has a right to make their own decisions on what happens to them during life and beyond.
There are many legal terms that come into play when someone goes through this process. You will be asked to probate the estate and who will represent it.
Probate is the process of illegally appointing an executor to the estate. The executor is when someone has a will and they appoint the person. An administrator is when you do not have a will. Then we would appoint an administrator and you would get appointed to the succession of heirs.
If you cannot afford an attorney but still want to have a will, Surrogate Mayer suggests a program the county runs.
Anybody over the age of 60 or 18 years with a disability, and you must be a resident of Camden County, can receive, we have a will clinic through the freeholders.
The surrogate's office moved from their longtime facility in Camden to this new one behind me on Lakeland Road in Blackwood, New Jersey. Their hours of operation are 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Everyone here is ready to help. Reporting from Blackwood, New Jersey, I'm Justin Geck for Just Next Door.
That is interesting information. I never knew families had to go through even more after their loved one passes. The Camden County Surrogate's Office looks like they are able to answer all of your questions. On a lighter note, continuing on this theme of helping others, puppies.
We all know someone in our lives that could always use another dog. What better way to get a dog than to rescue one? And what a better place to rescue from than Wise Animal Rescue? Today, we are fortunate enough to speak with the founder of Wise Animal Rescue, who happens to be a close family friend to one of our producers.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jay, and I'm here today with a good family friend. Her name is T, and she is the founder of Wise Animal Rescue.
I am the founder and president. We have been rescuing animals as an organization since 2016, but everyone on the team has basically been rescuing animals since they can remember. We're a foster-based rescue. We don't have a physical shelter, so all of the animals in our rescue are in foster homes. We pay for all of their medical needs and provide all that a foster would need, from food, bed, crates, leashes, collars, food bowls, you name it. Anything the foster needs, we provide. The fosters provide the home, give them love, and sometimes help get them ready for a forever home by providing training and structure and all that good stuff.
So what does the process look like when you guys get an animal and it needs a foster home? How does that work?
Okay, so depends. We rescue from local shelters, but we also take in owner surrenders, which are animals that have either lost their human parent to death, or sometimes nursing homes, or sometimes people just have to make a decision that they don't want to make and need to move into an area that doesn't allow pets, so we'll take them in. So, or sometimes strays that are found on the streets, we'll hold them for the 7-day hold, and then we'll, get them ready for adoption. So, depending on the situation, if the animals are in the shelter, we will bring our foster families down with us to find a match for them. And we don't place any dogs without an evaluation. So we make sure that the dog matches the home that they're going into, whether, it means that there might be a cat in the home. We make sure that they're friendly with cats, another dog in the home, or children. We make sure to be pretty thorough so that everybody's safe. And like I said, the foster family will visit the shelters with us and go home with their foster pet. If there's an owner surrender, we have a surrender form that's a fact gathering sheet, so we can learn as much as we can about the animal from the previous owner. And again, we then send out that animal's information to any fosters that we feel might be a match. And that's how we place them.
So what does it look like to become a foster parent? What do you have to qualify in any way, or what does that process look like?
Yeah. So if you'd like to become a foster parent, you visit our website, fill out the foster application. You'll have about a 15-minute interview with one of the rescue leaders, and then we will check your references and check your home to see if there's anything that we might need to modify, something that a person who hasn't fostered before or hasn't had a pet that's an escape artist wouldn't know. So we check, for just anything that we can modify to make it a safer environment for the animal.
And then what does the adoption process look like?
So the adoption process is similar. You visit our website to see our adoptable animals. Once you see an animal that you may want to join your family, you fill out the application, which is also found on our website. One of the rescue leaders will call you, and you'll have a 15-minute interview. Once the interview has been conducted and we decide that you are a match for the animal that you've applied for, your references will be checked. Again, we'll check your home, and then you have a meet and greet with the animal and all of the family members in the house, whether they're the animals or people. And if everybody's happy, the animal will go home with them.
So, as I mentioned earlier, T is a family friend, and we have fostered a few dogs of our own in my own household. They end up being foster failures. I ended up
Once they go in, they don't come out.
we ended up adopting every dog that we fostered. Currently I have 2 Chihuahuas that I rescued from T because we didn't give them back. I have a long hair, which is Lola. She's our oldest one, and then I have a short-haired one. And that's Pete. He's our youngest one. We did have a 3rd Chihuahua. She was mixed with, I think we said it was Russell Terrier. I'm not sure what her Chihuahua. Unfortunately, though, she passed away a few years ago. So we do not have her anymore. But they were all foster failures from your organization. And I love them. They are family pets. And I don't know what we would do without them. A lot of times people say when they rescue animals that the animals really rescued them. So I definitely can relate to that. With the answers we've gotten from you. What does that look like, the process of getting funds together to support these animals? Because I know sometimes they need extensive, surgeries and all, and it's very hard.
It is. So we do a lot of fundraising online. We are always looking for people to join our team. We are 100% volunteer organization, so every penny that is raised goes to the needs of the animals in our rescue.
So I know you guys are a little organization. You like to keep it small so that, all of the animals get the time, love, and, treatment that they deserve and need. What are the plans for the future, though, for Wise Animal Rescue?
Honestly, we'll always stay small, but we will not have a physical shelter that we just pack the animals into. I feel that it's important to have a foster-based rescue because the fosters can get to know the animal in a home environment, so you can give a more accurate and fuller picture of how this animal will respond to the home that you have.
All right, well, thank you, T. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate you doing that. If you are looking to foster an animal, adopt an animal, sponsor, or you have any creative ideas, she's available. I will attach her socials below so that you guys can check out Wise Animal Rescue. All right, well, thank you, everybody.
I already have 2 dogs, but I wouldn't mind getting another one.
I had a dog for a while there, and then, he grew in age and eventually passed, so we haven't gotten one since, so we'll definitely check it out. But, now we're going to cut to our last break. After the break, we'll be back in our hometown of Philadelphia to introduce you to some local entrepreneurs in their startup businesses.
Deja, take the shoes upstairs.
Okay.
Wait, did you wash your hands?
No.
How do they, oh my God, I swear, these sports show hosts just get dumber and dumber as time goes on. Like, I can't believe people are actually paid money, real money, more than what I make at my job to say this stupid stuff. Like, I can't believe this crap. Oh my gosh. I'm about to lose it. I'm about to lose it. Like, this is just, how can they even,
Hey, what you doing?
This stupid sports show. These people have no idea how the game of basketball is played. Not at all.
Hey, you're not you when you don't watch LaSalle TV. Here, let me show you.
Have much more left, but the only reason why now for everyone else it's a 1-year rental.
Talk Philadelphia here on the Salle TV. I'm your host, All that and much more.
Feel better now?
Better. You're not you when you're not watching LaSalle TV. To stay up to date, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
And we're back at Just Next Door. Philly, as you know, is the city of brotherly love. So we want to take some of this time to share the love with some of our local bros.
Our first up the bat is a talented local with a 3D printing startup business. He doesn't have a name for it yet, but he already has a massive following for supply and demand. His clients come to him for customizations for their businesses, and he creates a prototype for them to expand on. Brother to one of our own crew members, Walter Marion is on his way to creating a full-blown 3D printing business.
Hi, my name is Walter Marion. I create 3D arts and parts out of plastic. Come on, I'll show you. The 3D printing techniques, I'm able to turn your 3D dreams into reality, whether that be making a prototype, a statue, or even a personalized object. Your ideas all depend on you and your imagination. There is no limitations. Once you complete your object, you will export it to 3D printing software that slices and prints the object to the machine. And it's you sliced it and it's ready for printing. You will then save it to your flash drive and it is ready for the machine. So you will take your micro SD out of the flash drive, put it into the machine, go to the menus, navigate to turn your machine on, and your object can take anywhere from an hour to 2 days, depending on your settings. Would you like your imagination turned into a 3D object? If so, you can reach me at wrmarion00@gmail.com.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Naz, but I've never really seen a 3D printer before, so seeing that was certainly interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with 3D printing, but it did look really cool. Next up is a young entrepreneur who is establishing a name for himself with his brand. He also happens to be a personal friend of mine. Originally a painter, this multifaceted artist has taken his talents to social media to promote his new clothing brand called Pasque. Locally curated and fashionable as well, this up-and-coming brand has garnering a lot of positive feedback from the local community via social media. Taj Collins is one of Philadelphia's many talented art visionaries.
I actually started doing graphic designs first before I even jumped into doing any other type of visual arts. I took a graphic design class when I was in high school, my sophomore year, and at the time, like I had an idea to print them on T-shirts and like garments and try to build like a streetwear brand, but I didn't really know like how to get stuff printed or do any type of silkscreen or embroidery or anything like that. I came up with the brand name Pasque early on. You know, it had the name, you know, the acronym and the meaning of it changed over time as my brand grew. But then I want to say maybe like a year or two later, I got introduced to painting and visual arts and drawing.
For a kid from West Philly, Taj has been to a number of art institutes both in and out of the country.
You know, me going to school for art, you know, some people think like, why would you have to go to school for art? You really don't have to. But, you know, it was a thing with me, my family. I had already started my college journey and I didn't plan on going to art school. But I'm the type of person, like when I start something, I like to finish. I could have dropped out and then pursued my art, but I seen the opportunities that art school gave me and I took advantage of those.
Things are a little different now that he isn't able to do his usual pop-up shops, but that has given him new ideas for the website, such as Mask, where he sells his usual garments and paintings.
I'm just really trying to push all of the avenues that I can within my artist craft.
You can find any of his rare paintings online at pasque.studio.
It's crazy how much social media has evolved these days. There's so much you can do on these platforms. Who even knew you could shop on Instagram? I'll have to check out his website soon.
People are finding new ways to produce their content online. Platform endorsement is becoming wildly popular. My friend's business isn't the only one.
Another young mastermind behind platform endorsement is a well-known LaSalle alumnus using his art to help others, one shoot at a time. Starting out as just a hobby, this aspiring photographer hopes to bring more opportunities to the youth of his community. Through visual representation, he eventually hopes to be in a position where young artists can find inspiration in his pieces.
All right, yeah, so I just wanted to get into photography, like, just doing that, like, kind of just taking pictures, like, documenting stuff with my friends and everything, and then, like, also wanted to just give, like, a platform to people. Like, I've only really had a camera for a few months now, and it's always just kind of been a fun thing. I was, like, making a little money for it, and it was fun. And then, I don't know, I just, like, wanted to do it.
The Chinatown market, how was that?
Ew, the Dragon Dome. I know exactly where that's at.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do stuff with music. I want to do stuff with, like, maybe some videography, make a docu-series kind of like documenting, like, how like the COVID thing has been, like, affecting Philly businesses and whatnot.
Yeah.
And kind of just do a bunch of shoots for bigger people, hopefully, maybe like magazines, trying to keep it small and then, like, blow it up. Just make a hell of a lot of connections, just kind of do work for everyone who needs it.
And where can everyone find you for more information?
Right now, just Instagram at National Error.
Okay.
No spaces, _ at the end though. And yeah, you just find me there. Website coming soon. Working with some people on that. And
nice.
Looking forward to it.
Cool.
You know, one day, hopefully, I become someone of notable fame where people would want to take pictures of me in cool outfits and cool suits. You know, have a photo shoot of me. But unfortunately that hasn't happened yet, but hopefully one day it'll happen.
Yeah, I've never done one, but if I did, I know who to ask. Well, that does it for this episode of Just Next Door. Don't forget to check us out on social media. You can find us on Twitter at LaSalle TV Philly or follow us on Instagram at LaSalle TV. We would love to hear your comments and suggestions. I'm Nasir Dawkins.
And I'm Austin Pedalillo. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, what you're looking for could be just next door.